Dear the United States of America, this is the Gabriel from the Germany. We need to talk. It's about the Donald. So here's the deal. For the past 3.5 years, news and outrage about the Orange Man have been dominating the global news. We were informed of his every move on the campaign trail, and by move I also mean those aimed at the female genitalia. We had to learn all about his fraudulent use of big data and social media. We were obediently keeping up with the list of celebrities threatening to leave the country if he was elected. Since the election, we were updated on every single one of his dumbass tweets, every messed up policy, every turn in the personnel switcheroo, every gesture, remember? Every piece of toilet paper sticking to his shoe. In 3.5 years, not a single day has gone by without some insane update making front page news in Germany. When Notre Dame in Paris was on fire, there were 2 major stories dominating the German news cycle. Number 1, yeah, it's still on fire. Number 2, Donald Trump had some real fun advice for French firefighters on Twitter. Thanks, buddy. Now, don't get me wrong, we are appalled. I mean, this shit is nasty. We fully commiserate, and we too can't wait for it to be over. I mean, come on, man. Kids in cages? But hear me out. It seems like it's come to a point where people in Germany have started to believe that somehow he's president here too. I know some of you have proudly announced that he's #NotYourPresident. However, these days I feel like I need to add that he is literally not our president. Now, here's the reason I decided to record this message. As you might know, we've had a nice lady around this country for a few years now. Her name is Angela, and I for one think she's been kicking some serious ass. However, Angela is retiring soon, and for the first time in a long while, we've had to take a good hard look at who else is out there in German politics. We weren't paying attention. And this is where the problem comes in. Only recently, we've realized that apparently everyone else in the current administration or in German politics in general is a complete and total mess. There is a state's leader, Armin Laschet, who has recently voiced his surprise that all of a sudden climate change has become such a big issue. We have a Secretary of Nutrition, Julia Klöckner, who is publicly expressing support for the marvelous achievements of the company Nestlé. Our Secretary of Transportation, Andreas Scheuer, does not believe that car emissions could have a negative impact on air quality or health in major cities. There is a major party leader, Annegret Kramp-Karrenbauer, trying to limit freedom of speech online. Oops. We have a Secretary of the Interior, Horst Seehofer, who was caught saying that the whole point of legislation was to make it as complicated as possible so the public wouldn't get in the way with their stupid opinions. The list goes on. And one major reason these people could even rise to such high power is that we've been way too distracted by all the reports of the nonsense going on at your house all the time. Now, here's my point. For far too long, we've been giving the Donald the one thing that he loves the most, our attention. And he feeds on it. This is the source of his power. Around here, we're now paying the price for not paying attention to the right things for the past few years. I can only imagine what it must be like for you guys. So here's what I propose. And I'm reaching out especially to you ladies. I mean, let's face it, it's time you took over. In the future, on every platform, I will add the hashtag DONALDWHO to every post that is not about the Donald. It is my firm conviction that it's time we focus on the things that are really important to us, that we start cleaning our respective houses, and that we finally fix what's broken. Basically, I feel like Trump's a lot like Santa Claus. If the kids stop believing in him, he just might shrivel and go away. I, for one, will try my best. Please let me know how things work out on your end. Thanks, America!